This is going to be a hard one for people to stomach. This is going to be so hard to stomach. You've been lied to. 6 biggest myths about life. Number 1, blood makes you family. This is the biggest myth for me because blood really does not make you family. It just gives you the opportunity to build on relationships, right? But I've seen mothers abandon their children. Yes, mothers. You would think that bond is sacred. I've seen mothers abandon their children. I've seen fathers abuse their children and God knows what else. I've seen siblings want to kill each other. Like we see that like, okay, yeah, family is great. Family is sacred. But blood doesn't mean that's your family. You get to build whatever family you want, whether they are kin or not kin, whether they are someone that you just met, 5-10 years ago and you have this incredible soul bonding with them, I would say. Number 2, after you find a mate, that's all you have to do is find a mate, find a spouse, find a significant other, find a lover. Once you find that person, you're set, you're good. That's it. That's all the work you have to do. That's the main thing. Nope. This is actually when the work begins. Finding them is just step 1. There's still 1, maybe 1 to 2, 1 to 3. There's still step 3 to 99. Like there's a lot of steps there, okay? There's always a price to pay, right? And if you want a brilliant marriage, if you want a fulfilling, whatever marriage in your mind is, or if you don't want it, but if you do want it and you have this idea of what you want, it takes a lot of work on both sides, right? It takes work on both sides. It takes a constant amount of work. It doesn't get easier. Like you are 2 individuals trying to make a life together, trying to be partners, trying to be a team. So of course, it's going to be rough. It's going to be hard. There's going to be lots of learning curves. Well, I would say it does get easier at a certain point, but there's a lot of learning curves and there's a lot of work and a lot of effort, conscious effort that needs to go gas into the car for it to drive the distance. Sometimes, honestly, it's not a Tesla. You're gonna even if it's a Tesla, you gotta stop and recharge. You gotta constantly recharge. There is no, that's it, you're good, you're set. That's totally not true. Number 3, giving and kindness makes you weak. So untrue. So untrue. Giving and kindness doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you really strong. And I'm not saying, give endlessly, but I do mean be generous with your kindness. Be generous. When someone asks you for a favor or when someone asks you for something, people ask because they need. They wouldn't be asking you if they didn't need it. I always allow people the benefit. And I think that if the world was filled with giving and kindness, I can't imagine a more beautiful freaking place to live. That's the type of people that I want to surround myself with. I need to make sure I am worthy. It means that I need to be giving and kind. And if that's the cycle that we're using, then magique, the world will be so beautiful. And often when people say giving and when being kind makes you weak, no, being kind makes you strong because you have to be secure in yourself and be okay with not receiving things back. Knowing to that give without the expectation, that takes strength. That actually takes a lot of strength. It's very easy to be, oh, I'm gonna do you this favor and you owe me the next favor or whatever it is. Even though in general, that's in most people's mind, right? It's a debt. It's a debt. When someone does something for you, it gives you stuff or does a favor, or goes out of their way, normal people, you feel like it's a debt, right? So just imagine you're sending out all these debt checks or whatever. Maybe many of them don't get paid, but if the ones that do are the ones that matter, are going to be the relationships to keep. That's strength, y'all. That's strength. Hack, life hack. Also, that's a really quick way to filter out people in your life. Number 4, being rich will make you happy. This is going to be a hard one for people to stomach. This is going to be so hard to stomach. Seriously, money cannot buy you happiness. If you're unhappy, if you need to heal, if you need to sit with yourself, if there's so much friction in your life, more money is going to take certain frictions out, but it cannot take out frictions that actually matter, that affect you, soul, affect your core, affect your relationships, right? Those are the real things that matter, your health, your relationship, right? Money can't buy health. We know that, right? Steve Jobs still died. So if money can't buy health, and it can't buy happiness, and it can't buy genuine relationships, all the things that actually make you happy, and money really cannot buy happiness. It can buy you opportunities to like be happy, to spend time or whatever with your loved ones, but your loved ones are the ones that make you happy, not the money. Money just makes it easier, or just greases it a little bit, but there's still things that you have not solved. Bottom line, being rich will not make you happy. Number 5, your loved ones will understand and support your journey. That's not true. I wouldn't fault them, because where you want to go, your dreams or whatever it is, your aspirations, whatever it is that you want, they might not have the same dream. And even if they did, one, they're not you. You guys want to go to the same place. People that love you don't want to see you change. They kind of like you in this square. And so when you change, or you want something different, or you want to move out of your hometown, you want to do something wild, and they're like, hey, this is like, why are you like this? Like, we like it the way it is. They're not going to be super supportive at first, and that's completely normal. Don't expect otherwise. And people that do support, appreciate it, but don't take it to heart at all. It's just how people are, and it's just how humans are, especially the ones that are around you and love you. It's very challenging for them to see you evolve or change so drastically, even if it's for the good. Number 6, you are born this way and your circumstances will not change. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. So much bullshit. The world that we live in today is very, very different from the world we lived in 100 years ago. 100 years ago, I would say that will hold much more true. But in this world, I would say is the rise of the individual, accessibility that we have as individuals, especially in first world, but not just in first world. The crazy opportunities that the internet has created, social media, whatever it is, like the world has become so much more intertwined, and there are opportunities everywhere. I'm just talking about the majority. Your circumstances can change because you want, and then you do. That's just me. Not only is happiness your choice, all these the doings, your circumstances, your life, your whatever, is totally on you. This fallacy of, oh, I'm born this way in this family, so my life's always going to be this way. Bullshit. I have ADD, so I can't do anything else in life. I'm just going to sit on my, couch and just wallow. Bullshit. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, all the excuses you want to make, your circumstances can only change because you want it to so bad and you're willing to pay the price. These are 6 myths about life that you've been lied to. And your life is your responsibility. Take personal responsibility, take control, drive the fucking car, gas the car and drive it, okay?